Okay, greetings everyone. Welcome to episode 5. We're playing Distant World Shadows. Just in case you missed that in the title. um, okay, if you're still with me, this is episode 5, and if you haven't figured it out at this point, yes, I'm pretty much winging it. I really don't have a huge strategy built up yet. My ship designs, for one, are probably lacking, and just by looking at the last episode, I'm just going to actually come back in here. Because when I was doing the escort, let's just hit edit, I went on and on about how cheap I wanted to keep these, and then it ended up bumping up the cost anyways. So I'm just going to revisit this design. I think I'm just going to try and make it a bit cheaper. I reduced my hyperspeed too, so just don't know what to do with this. What did I do? Did something to increase all this size, but I could live without a missile, I guess. Okay, and then let's see. Yes, I did some. I had it down around 900. Now I threw a bunch of stuff on here that got rid of that. I can't remember what I did now. I know I put more weaponry on it. I like the long range guns because they do provide a good punch. But yeah, I think I was down somewhere around 900, and then I built stuff up. But I want to build a fair few of these, and I don't want to bankrupt myself. I got to start the game to see what my cash is at. I don't really want to bankrupt myself trying to maintain escorts. So, okay, well, let's just take a few things off. And if these get killed, they're pretty. If they're pretty cheap, then we just build another one. And oh, that's what's wrong. I haven't got this sorted the way I like it. There we go. Now I can find some stuff. Knew something was wrong. Shields I kind of like to leave, but again, in the interest of keeping things cheaper, I wonder if I can take one of these off. No. Nope. That was worth a try. So yeah, like I said, I'm pretty much winging it. I don't have a huge amount of strategies built up. When you're testing, you don't really play through too much. You pretty much pick a spot and just go for it and look for stuff. So you don't really, when you're testing, you really don't have a chance to actually play. So, and plus, I was actually missing for a few weeks during that process. I had some things in life I had to get taken care of. So I did get a little behind on what all has changed. So anyways, yeah, just bear with me because yeah, I am sort of winging it still. As is most everybody at this point. It's only the day after release right now. And speaking of which, I am running a hotfix test right now. That was released. It's going to be released, I think, tomorrow. So by the time you view this, the hotfix will be released. So there is one thing that affects us. I'll go into that in a sec. But let's just get this done here quickly. So 968, 126, and 909. Not a big deal. Okay, I'll go with that. So that shaved about about 100 maintenance cost off. So if I build 10 of these, that's 1,000 I'm saving. So I just wanted to revisit this design. Okay. So we got warp engines last time. That's why we did all this retrofitting. And I think the pre-warp game was actually very interesting this time. I found a fair few things happened. We had a few hits by pirates and that sort of thing. Space monsters munching on a few of our stuff. So yeah, the pre-warp isn't bad. Like I said, run it at 4x. It is a bit slower game. So if you're finding it too slow, run it at 4x and just slow it down once you get to sort of a more normalized game. I'm just going to start this up for just a sec here. Okay. So yeah, I think I said year 14, but it's actually just about year 15. Okay, so yeah, it was that was pretty interesting pre-warp era. So now we do know some other people. I kind of like to get my cash stockpile up. So let's just go have a look at the Xenox. Let's see if they have any money that we can maybe diplo rape them for. They have nothing still, so yeah, I'd be pretty much giving all this away if I was to do a deal. So, we'll come back to them later. How are the fearsome rock buccaneers doing? Oh, yes, they're taking some major hits. They must have built some pirate bases to be able to keep those colonies under control. So, question is, do they still have a base? And yes, they do. Yeah, because if we zoom out, we can see their base. It's right here. So they still have a base. They can still build ships. So don't take that one ship left as a permanent situation. Now, one thing I do want to do right away is upgrade my spaceport. I want to go to a large spaceport at this point. So let's do that. Do we have anything building? Can't remember if I got things started last time. Not really, no. So I'm going to let that retrofit go. I think we got, what is it, our second fleet, first fleet? No, we had a second fleet. There we go. And it's coming back for repair. I'm just going to hotkey 2 for that. There they are there. So they're coming in, one's coming in for repair. And I think I should maybe build 1 or 2 more. Maybe we'll build 1 more for this fleet. Just to have a third. So, 1 destroyer. Repair the other 2. And actually, we'll throw him into that fleet. The second fleet. Okay, so we'll let that run. Oh, one thing I didn't design was troop transports. I don't know whether I'm going to worry about that right at this point. Because our ship is just about full of fuel. And we can't reach this anyways. This is a planet that we can invade with some troops. But we don't have enough fuel to get there. Fuel capacity anyways. We have enough fuel, but not the capacity to get there. So what I'm going to do with one of my first constructors, once they're ready, is come out here and try and find some Kazlon, which, of course... oh, there's some right in that system. So what I might do, what I'm going to do is get a construction ship out here, building maybe a gas station up here, over here, down here somewhere, and that way I can get some explorers to the outer lying regions. Because right now the explorers are barely going to be able to touch this before they're going to need fuel. So by say building a fuel station, for example, wherever, wherever you can find Kazlon, I guess. Wow, this is actually pretty rare. We've got a lot of systems that are just gas. Those aren't explored yet. No, we still got a bit of exploring to do by the looks of it. But yeah, there's one. So I usually bring my constructors out to like this area here, build a gas mining station. So I try to do that in about 3 directions. That way we have a refueling point. Once we get better warp drives, then it's not such a critical issue. But for now, yeah, we're going to be struggling to actually get to places with enough fuel. So that's what we're coming out to anyways. So I'm not going to worry about troop transports right now. Maybe once I get a bit better ship size, I'm 11% on that. So once maybe I get this done, then I might have enough ship size to actually put extra fuel cells on if we don't have the warp drives yet. So we might do that, then we can come over and maybe get that. So for now, we're not going to do the troop transports. Now, where is this that good destroyer? Yes, it is. I could disassemble this and get the tech. But you know what? I'm just going to leave him circling my home planet for now. Just a little bit added defense. Okay, what else do we need to do here? I guess we can just get going. Oh, one thing I wanted to touch on. So the hotfix patch, which should be out by the time you get to view this, there's one thing that's going to affect this game. And it's in regards to building new mines. What they've done, just to clear up some freighter issue, like these freighters were probably, here's one here, bringing gold. So he's bringing gold over to this station because we built it, and they bring enough resources for a quick upgrade. If you want to upgrade this, then the resources are already there, so it's a quick upgrade. So what happens is you come over, you build your base, the constructor goes off to do something else. The freighters come over, fill it up with a few resources for the retrofit. And that's how that was being done. Now what's happening is your constructors come over with not only enough materials to build the station, but enough materials to leave at the station for a retrofit. So that eliminates the trip by the freighters for the initial upgrade. Once you do one upgrade, then of course all those supplies will have to be replenished. But for the initial build, it now includes a base stock of resources for your first retrofit. And depending on how much stuff you put on your retrofit is going to make a difference on whether there's going to be enough. So if you massively retrofit this, and you're going to need like 500 steel or something to do the retrofit, then yes, the freighters are going to have to bring more steel over to you. But what the constructors leave is good enough for a basic retrofit. So that's what's happened in the hotfix patch, and everything else just had to deal with some problems people were having in Europe and stuff like that. So and the XP machines. So I think that's about the only thing that's going to affect this game. So we'll carry on. Get those retrofitted, and those are the ones that have these salt pods. We're going to come over and grab these 2 mining stations off the pirates. And speaking of pirates, I think it's time to end this deal. They don't have any military to really retaliate about it, so they're going to get kind of angry with us for doing it. But I think we're protected enough now. We don't need to worry about it. So let's just cancel that, because we need that 10 grand for that upgraded spaceport that we're building now. Yeah, we come in here. There's going to be an extra 7,500 maintenance added to our budget. So that 10 grand we just freed up from the pirates is going to get eaten up here pretty quick. So. And just like that, still being built and repaired. Don't panic if you see freighters just sitting around doing nothing, because they're just taking a break. They'll get an order soon enough to go do something. So. I wish we had an intelligence agent. That's really hurting, because I'd really like to do some more intelligence and find out what else is out in our galaxy, because we know a fair few amount of pirates now. So between these 4, I could probably pretty much get my whole sector explored. But without an intelligence agent, that's not going to happen. Okay, I think it's probably pretty safe to retrofit all my escorts. So I'm going to click on the ones that aren't automated or aren't manual. Just get the ones that are on automation. And the nice thing is when you hit the retrofit button in here, actually I think even if you come out here and hit the retrofit button, it doesn't cancel the automation. Before, I think if you hit retrofit, you had to re-automate the ship, but now it just it retains the automation, so that's nice. So get all those retrofitted, and our first fleet is right here. We'll get you retrofitted, and I think that's it for ships, other than that one good one that we found, which is where? There he is. Okay, there's one more, and we'll be off and running and ready to do this. Come on. Oh, there we go. Okay. So, capture. So that was just a right click, and I was able to, or no, it was control right click, sorry. That was a control right click to get the extra options, otherwise it would just attack. The default action is attack, so you hit the control button and then right click and you get all these options. So, and then you do your capture. One thing I'm really bad at too is taking military ships out as soon as they're built. And they have no shields built up yet, so I quite often will get some damage doing that. So try to build your ships, let them build up their shields, and then take them out if you can. Sometimes the situation's a bit more urgent than that. And as you can tell, ion engines are really slow. Like everything in the preWarp technology is super slow. Warp drives only go 2,000. These guys are only doing, what, 12? There we go. Take down those shields. At least he's holding back. The guy with no shields is behind, so that's a good thing. And there we go. Okay, so click on that, and there's our attacker defender. So yeah, we're getting it. And there we go. So that's how the captures work. And I think yesterday when I was wondering why that information wasn't coming up, I think what happened is the boarding got repelled so quick that by the time I clicked on it, the actual battle was over. So, okay, there's one. And we'll come and do the other one. So control right click, capture, and away they go. So that gets us those two. That is a very nice addition to the game. I really like the ship capture. And you gang these up with tractor beams. You can actually pull the ship towards you, then board it, providing the shields are down enough. You do have to reduce the shields quite a bit before they'll actually board. Okay. Hopefully we don't get any damage, but I think we should be okay. Even if we get damage, we'll just go repair. He's probably doesn't have any pods left anyways. No, so you can just get out of there. This guy probably has pods left. Oh no, are we out of pods? Oh no. Oh well, that sucks. We'll have to come back. Or I could just destroy it. Yeah, let's destroy it. And you're done. No hyperdrive. Scrap. Let's just get rid of it. Kill it. I could repair it, but I didn't realize I was right out of pods. I thought I only used a few up there, but oh well. Live and learn. So I'll get my next constructor to rebuild here, I guess. Okay, so get you to repair. Alright, we got one. That's fine. Took one, lost the other. Okay, so how's our large spaceport coming? 91% done. Oh, and there's a retrofitted, or retrofit sitting behind that. So once he's retrofitted, we can actually take him out. And you know what? I think I might build a couple more constructors. There. And we'll get out in the galaxy and start getting some gas mining stations built. when fuel is such a concern like right now, yeah, you definitely need the gas station refueling state points out here. Wow, I'm not seeing a whole lot of Kevlar in the systems I know right now. Alright, well, we'll deal with that in a bit. There's a bit there. So. Yeah, we'll look at that in a minute once we get out here. And I think I'll build one Explorer just to see what he can do. Oh, there. Our space yards are ready to go. So we got 12 to work with now instead of 3. So we can build fleets fairly quickly now. One thing I do excuse me. One thing I do want to look at is our cargo. Make sure we're not getting super low on anything like necrostone. Well, we do have sources of everything, so it's not like we'll be short for very long, I don't think. If we do run into shortage, you'll just have to keep an eye on the necrostone by the looks of it. I guess I could get a mission out there to do it. We got what a Kevlar mission right now, which we sort of still kind of need happening. Oh, it ended. Yeah, these missions do expire eventually, so you usually have to renew them. So we go for necrostone. I think we better stick to fuel. Oops. Yeah, what happened there? Hello? Did I not click assign mission? Kevlar. Assign. There we go. I guess I didn't click it. Okay. Okay, there's our constructor retrofitted. Or our first retrofit on constructor anyways. So he can get a bit farther because he's got a bit further fuel capacity, or a bit more fuel capacity. So, and yes, there is fuel in here. Okay, let's do it. We'll get him to come over into here and build now it's just a question of where is it? Nope. Nope. Where is Kevlar? Nope. There it is. Okay. So you can build a gas mining station. And that'll serve as a refueling point for our ships once they get the ability to come out here. But then with that Explorer, I can actually get him to use that as a refueling point. But we'll see what kind of range that Explorer has when it's built. How's our repairs doing? Good. So that's their second fleet. First fleet. Are you upgraded yet? Yep, Mark II. That's how I use the Mark system. Just pause this for a sec. That way I can tell at a glance if a retrofit's been done. Like I knew I ordered them, but I didn't actually see that retrofit happen. So by just clicking on the ship, I can see that it's now a Mark II, which means it has warp drive and all that good stuff. Mark IIIs, well, I know will have improved weaponry. Mark IVs, whatever. So I just sort of use the Mark system as an identifier. Okay, 21% towards colonization. You know what I might do, actually? Yeah, let's just go have a quick look at our characters here. So we want to get into some high tech. You're already at high tech. You're only 6%. I'll leave him on energy just because it's so good. And we are trying to get bigger ship sizes and stuff. And we'll need that boost for going for the next level of hyperdrive as well. So we'll leave him, and there goes our construction. And he's off and running. Click. There. And he's at top speed, so... Oh, no, where's this? Ah. They're one ship. They brought it. They brought it to cause me grief. Okay, well, one. Maybe I'll try and capture it. Oh, oh, it's my second fleet. That's a capture fleet. There we go. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to rename that to my capture fleet. And I might as well call that first assault while I'm in here. A few new things in here too. This is a fleet screen. You can do a couple more things in here, like use your troop loadouts. You can actually define what your fleets will actually carry over to do when you do your load troops. So if you have a whole planet full of different kinds of troops, you can specify just how much cargo is going to go to infantry, how much of your space is going to go, or not cargo space, but troop space will go to armored forces, how much for special forces. So you can adjust all this, or not use it at all. It's up to you. Okay, so, and let's just, should I get the first fleet attacking? Yeah, he might do a bit too much damage, so well, we'll see how that works out. Where are those guys? There. Oh, where'd you go? Oh, that's not, I thought it was in here. Okay. Well, maybe I'll just stop that order for the moment then. Leave that capture fleet in there. They're just going to go back and try again, aren't they? Nope, they went somewhere else. Good. And there's one of our escorts escorting this guy. And we got another constructor done. So pause. Let's just come out and see where we can find some more fuel out here. There was some there, but I kind of like to get a bit further out here if I could. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to though. Oh, okay. We'll go in there. So there's some Kevlar in here somewhere. Oh, 79% there. What's down here? 77. But there's only, okay, so here we have 4 gas resources. Here we only have 2. So if I stick a gas mining on there, it would probably distribute the cargo space evenly towards the 4 resources. So you would actually have 4 resources in the cargo bays on that mining station. But if we build here, we'll have 2 resources on the mining station, which means it'll hold more Kevlar probably. That's my theory anyways. So I'm going to pick that over the other one. Whether it evenly loads out those resources, I don't know. But that's just my theory in my head, that 4 resources you only get 25% storage for Kevlar, but 2 resources you'll get 50% storage on that station with Kevlar. I might be off base, but it's just sort of the way I think of it in my brain. And of course, if I'm off base on anything, be sure to leave a comment. I'm no expert at this game, even though I was on the testing team. It doesn't mean I'm good at this. I think I pointed that out in episode 1. But yeah, I'm open to suggestions always. Not a problem. I do have a corresponding thread for this Let's Play over at the Matrix forum. Just look in the description. There's a link for it there. So be sure to pop over there if you want to discuss it in a little more detail than the YouTube comments will allow. Okay, I think it's time to actually build some ships here. So, I think we're getting pretty close to the end of our episode. I forgot to start my timer right off the bat anyway, so I think we're pretty close to 30 minutes. So let's maybe just come in here. Okay, yeah, we got lots of cargoes or shipyard space to work with right now. So I'm just going to beef up my 2 fleets, I think. First of all, I'll put 3 more ships in my capture fleet. And the first defense fleet, or attack fleet right now, is only going to be 3 escorts, 3 frigates. Just for a starting point. And then we'll see what my cash is like after that. So, okay, so that goes to my first assault. And you guys go to my capture fleet. Okay. I did have one comment concerning the quality of these videos. Unfortunately, I can't record at 1080p. I just don't have the setup to do that. So 720 is the best I can do. I think what's happening is people are trying to watch it full screen, and sometimes on YouTube, if you go full screen on a larger monitor, it does get pretty fuzzy. So I think I replied saying try right-clicking the video and doing pop-out. So if you're having fuzzy issues at full screen, maybe try that. Like I said, I can't increase the quality anymore than what I have here. I just don't have the hardware to do it. I would love to do it, but it just isn't going to happen anytime soon. So bear with me. Okay, so our first fleet look like that. Second fleet. Don't really need 2. Well, I might throw a few more ships in there. Just make sure there's no railguns in that fleet or anything overly damaging, because basically we just want that fleet to take the shields down and board. And boarding pods do regenerate on their own. They're like fighters. If you use them all, then eventually they'll respawn and come back. So if you're doing mass boardings, you're going to have to wait between boardings unless you got enough pods to go around. Okay, so yeah, we're approaching the end of this episode, so let's just pause here, and we'll just have another quick look in here. And nothing really has changed since the last time I looked in here from the last episodes. Everything's pretty much the same. We really didn't do a whole lot since I started up this time. So. Okay. I'm going to probably just record one of these a day. I don't want to burn myself out doing this. And I don't know whether people like seeing any more than one uploaded per day anyways. So, plus any comments I'll be more current with. I won't be 10 episodes ahead or anything. And, I'll be able to actually utilize any advice that would come in through comments. So that's the plan anyways. So this will probably do it for today. And I appreciate you joining me. We'll be back with episode 6 tomorrow. Have a great day.